Well, we are back at it again. Where we at, Darius?
Yes, sir. We are at episode 4. This is episode
Cuatro,
4.
baby. Those are not game size. That's actually four that I'm throwing up. This is the D&D experience, y'all. All right, we are back at it again, man. Providing y'all with another episode, man. I'm so excited to be here today, man. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You definitely gave me a good laugh before we got on camera, so I'm feeling great right now.
Oh, okay. What's going on with the shirt today, brother? You got a whole paragraph on the shirt. Can you inspire the people with
Yes,
your shirt
sir.
right now, man? I'm feeling inspired just reading it. I feel like I can go move a boulder right now and free Jesus from the cave he was in.
It's Jesus in the cave.
My bad, my
Not a tomb, but a
bad.
cave.
All right, you know what? I'm going to the Bible after this podcast. How about that? I'm going to go refresh it up.
Jesus was a caveman. For all y'all didn't know.
Okay. All right, man. You see what energy we on today, man. We been driving all morning. Um, what I want to do is I want to thank everybody who has been watching the first episode, who watched the first episode, who watched the second episode. Thank you. I've been getting people who've been kind of coming up to me asking me, "You really do love your cereal?" Ask me what's my favorite cereal. Is it Captain Crunch? Is it Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I'm asking all these cereal questions. I can't wait to episode 6. I'm gonna be signing cereal boxes real soon. I gotta feel it. Autographing cereal boxes. it ain't official till it's autographed. Oh man. But how have you been, sir? How has this week been for you, brother?
Man, this week's been good. No complaints. I'm always excited to get an opportunity to get back on the podcast with you and make some some magic, if you will, and help the people. So I've been good. I'm interested to know for you. It's kind of early this morning. Can you let the people know? Can you give them just the insight on how your morning's been
Oh my
before this
goodness.
podcast, man?
Listen, I guess we got a lot of problems, see, okay, people, I had this vision on shooting episode 4 in a different location. Okay. Darius is always on the go, and I like what he got going on. I wanted to surprise y'all and have a different location. But the location didn't want to work. The audio, my voice was bouncing off the wall, and Darius made the executive decision to say, relocate back to your old place. You know what I'm saying? Very bossy. I just want to let it be known. You're very bossy. You go to jump for episode 4 if you shoot here. You know, there's a lot of that going on. You know what I'm saying? He also made me want to. He also asked me to take my jacket off. Just a lot. Just a lot of demands. And I'm off today. I really wanted to walk into the day very slow. I wanted to get some breakfast. I wanted to get a workout in. There's just like, nah, brother, come on, let's shoot this early. Let's get it done. You can do all that later. There's a lot of demanding. Okay. Darius is over here just I don't know, man. Letting this go to his head. Supposed to be around all day, man. Got me feeling like got me feeling some type of way, man. I'm feeling like listen, listen, if you ain't never asked your parents questions, all right, I know I'm going off topic, but look, listen, to the audience, I encourage you to ask your parents, did their teachers ever discipline them? Okay, that's a real question right there. You know, this generation never experienced that before, but if you ask them, I swear your mom or your dad is gonna get that twinkle in their eye when you ask them that question, and they gonna just start having a flashback about the time they teacher hit their hand with a ruler, man, and it just traumatized them, man. So I know, um, yeah, man. Yeah, Mr. Darius, can you help me out a little bit, brother, on this episode for me?
Yeah,
Look, yeah.
yeah, man. I think you was just telling me a story before we started about your mom was sharing some of
Yeah.
her childhood just some of the struggles she had growing up. So can you inform the audience, just to give them a little bit of context in
Okay.
which you set up this teacher discipline segment, just kind
Yeah.
of give them some context so they know where we're coming from, and then we can go
Okay.
from there.
Okay. Well, mom's from Chicago, and she was just giving me just an insight of just her upbringing as far as the environment that she lived in. Um, it was a high risk. Your life was always at jeopardy, even at a young age. She shared with me that even in elementary school, they had bulletproof windows in elementary school. You know what I'm saying? And your life was never. You always had to be kind of alert. You know what I'm saying? So we was kind of talking about the difference between living in Texas, right, the country, versus like growing up in a big city. Growing up in a big city, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be more alert versus in the country, like in a place like Texas, you can be real chill. You ain't gotta worry too much about that type of things going on. You could be a little bit more relaxed. So that's a little bit of the background of how the conversation started. But it continued because we was talking about education and just talking about how different it is now versus when it was back in her day. Back in her day, if a teacher didn't like what you said, they didn't send you to the office. They was the disciplinary person right there, and they would bring you to the side and they would just whoop you, right? So we was talking, and she shared with me an experience she had with her fourth grade teacher, Mr. Green, which if I see this guy, I'm probably gonna slap him beside his head for hitting my mama back when she was in fourth grade. All right, Mr. Green, I got some drama coming your way, man. He probably ain't even alive right now, but it's okay. But she shared this story with me about how he asked his class to write definitions, right? That's the homework assignment. Go home, here's a list of words, bring back the definitions, right? So that's what the whole class do. It's 20 students in this class. That's what the whole class do. So the next day, he's like, I need y'all to turn in y'all assignments, right? They turn in their assignments, and he's like, what is this? What definitions? I wanted a sentence for each word. And it was like, no, Mr. Green, you asked us for a definition. He was like, no, I didn't. I asked for a sentence for each word. Did all of y'all do this? And it was like, yeah. He was like, oh, okay. No recess. And everybody's getting hit today. Everybody's getting disciplined. So they had to literally line up and get whooped, every student. And everybody was crying. The environment was just the anxiety. You could smell the anxiety in the room. That's how she expressed it. Is that anxiety? Yeah, it's coming from Mr. Green's room. That's where it's coming from. You can smell it in the air. So she just shared with me that, and it just had me thinking like, yo, teachers back in that day, if they had if they got stood up on a date and was mad about it, they can come to school the next day and take it out on the kids. Oh yeah. Martha stood me up, so I got something for all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Barbara stood me up last night.
Gertrude stood me up.
Yeah, and we was gonna listen to some music and we're gonna take a ride down to the burger shack, and she stood me up. So all y'all about to get it. That's how I look at it. Like, I'm just saying, like, yo, if you in that position, you probably gonna abuse your power, man. You're probably gonna really abuse it. And I'm glad they quit whooping kids in school, because if that was to continue and you got whooped like by your college professor, he was like, you know what? I didn't like your opinion. I didn't like your opinion. Where's you ain't pay your tuition yet? Because where does it stop? Is it just the college professors? Can the financial advisors whoop you? Oh, you ain't bring me that document I was looking for? Okay. Hey, perfect. Could a dean and student say something? Oh, okay. You still ain't pay that tuition? You still ain't pay that tuition, huh? Okay. That's on you. Oh, you got another excuse. Oh, why you didn't pay that tuition? Okay. Hey, where does it stop? Hey, you go to the cafe. Hey, I'm a little short. Oh, you a little short today on change, huh? All right. All right, cool. Where does it stop? Does everybody get a swing at you? That's what I want to know. You walking out the bathroom. You're like, hey, sorry, Jenna, I kind of peed on the floor. You peed on the floor. Huh? Peed on the floor today, huh? The janitor comes to your class. The janitor's coming to your classroom. Hey, is Timmy here? Come outside, Timmy. Come outside, man. I need to talk to you, man. So my whole thing is that I feel like too much ambition, too much that can lead to corruption. That's all I'm saying. There's some corrupt stuff going on in the American school systems back in the had to be so help me out with this. So my mom's like in her 50s.
Okay,
so,
maybe when was your mom born?
60s.
So probably in the 70s.
Yeah, probably in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
What's funny to me though is how you massage your hand before every fight. Oh.
Because I'm massaging my hand because if you think about it, whoever they probably either kids or they don't know what to do. Okay, you gonna run in my hallways, huh? A lot of that going on.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry. I just went on a little tangent, but
gosh, that's so funny, bro. Because like you said, where does it stop? And I think what's funny about the massaging the hands is that they're probably punching so many kids that their hands are sore.
Yes, I got another one on the list today. Another one.
I done knocked out 10 fourth graders today.
That's my thing. Where does it stop, huh? You know what I'm saying? Does the counselor get some too? Okay. Still going through these problems, huh?
Remedial classes, huh?
Oh my goodness.
What if they started? You know how people used to punch you for when you turn a new age, they would punch you that many times. Like your guidance counselors punch you by how many credits you got? 12 credit. That was this semester.
Okay. Still struggling in algebra, huh? Okay. Where does it stop? Okay. All right. Oh, my wedding ring.
Oh my gosh! And then think about because typically when people talk about being disciplined, like you pointed out, it's usually up to like middle school or high school. But like you said, what if it continues to college? What if it continued into the workforce? Because, back then people used to work for 30, 40 years at the same company and your boss body slamming you every time.
That's just, okay, your wife is pregnant, huh? All right. You can't come in, huh? Because you got to take her to the hospital, huh? Well, I'm about to take you to the hospital.
Y'all both be there.
Dude, that sounds, I don't know.
That's funny,
we had to come over that as an American. We had to come over that them rules, them laws. You know what I'm saying? That just kind of shows like how young we are in as the human society, just how it takes time for us to grow and rethink things, you know what I'm saying? Because that's funny for us to laugh, but my mom, that was reality, you know what I'm saying? A teacher could literally not they probably you know what I'm saying? My breakfast was cold this morning. I'm really really bad. First period's gonna get every thrash it is. I couldn't get no coffee today. It's so many reasons to be bad.
So if you were a teacher with the morning that you had this morning, right, you would have been body slamming some kids.
I would have been body slamming you. Let me tell you, that's what it was going. You lucky we lucky we more than 6 feet away. If we was face to face in the studio, it would have been a lot of issues. Like, oh, okay. I can't work out this morning, huh? I can't eat breakfast this morning too. And I gotta take my jacket off. All right, about my nails. I'm coming for you, dude. You about to get your own experience. I was about to have you about to get your own experience.
You know what I will say though, because y'all didn't see Deontay do this before the podcast, but he really got upset when I told him because I was saying that with the denim jacket, it might hit the mic, right? So I said, hey,
Which is
just be careful when
respectable.
you shoot the mic, which is right. So, but I said, hey, you might have to come out the jacket. He wasn't having none of it. I ain't coming up with jacket.
You gotta fight for
But
something.
it is a very nice jacket. You know, it reminds me of you look like a youth pastor with the jacket on. You know, like you're hip. You know, but you're young. You know, so
It's the
it's a
jacket.
very it's a
God
jacket. It's a
wants
jacket.
to take you to a new level. Talking to the youth. What's going on, kids? I'm hip too. I listen to the play.
I'm one of you.
I'm one of you. Really, I'm 40, but I'm really one of you because this jacket is denim. I shop at Forever 21. That's you. I shop there too.
I'm 40 and 16 at the same time.
That's right. That's right. I'm young and old. One thing, please. I know you going there. I know you going there. Yo, this is it's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day. So yeah, man. So we've discussed discipline, Mr. Darius. Is there anything?
Yeah.
We thank the audience for watching episode 1 and 2, which is we
Well,
really appreciate you for that.
yeah, what I'll say is I'm curious to know. So this is the first podcast that we're recording since the podcasts have actually gone live. So I'm curious to hear about your experience with putting the content out there, people seeing it, people reacting to it. Because we have two different audiences, which we're about to get into in a second. But we have two different audiences. But what has your experience been like?
Well, it's been a little bit more active. So people have been because I have people who follow me on social media, so people have been kind of like mentioning, hey, you got a podcast? What is it about? You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling them, yo, me and my boy, yo, we doing this, 2 millennials, da da da. So been getting a lot of positive feedback from people. One thing that did happen this week, so my Instagram page is like open. So but I thought about making it private because I got a follow from a man whose name is Sugar Daddy 321. I don't know if he was watching some of the podcasts. He was like, I want to sponsor them. I'm like, no, I know we need sponsors, but we're not about to get Sugar Daddy 321 to sponsor this podcast. I don't know what kind of favors he wanted to say. Okay. I'm like, oh, you want to be a sponsor, huh? I ain't gonna be a sponsor. Okay. Be a sponsor today. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, he wants to be a sponsor today. Let me block him before.
Sugar Daddy.
Dude, I was like, what is this? What is this, Frank? He looked like his name was Frank. Frank! Come on, man. Get off the computer, man. We got people desperate out here. Get off the computer. I'm a black man, man. I'm a hip black man. You see the denim jacket? Never get along, man. It looked like he was.
Oh, that's funny.
It looked like he was, player. Come on, man. That's what I'm telling you. COVID got some people acted outside their mind a little bit. So that was just one experience that had me rethinking this whole podcast. I said, if I'm gonna get follows like this, I may need to. We may need to do audio only. Audio only. We can't do visuals. They can't see what we doing in real time. This is. Am I safe? What's going on?
That's funny.
Well, what about you,
so you're thinking
man?
about making your
What about your experience? I don't want to talk about Sugar Daddy 321 no more. What about you? What about you, brother? What you got going on your side of the world, man?
So for me, one thing that I've noticed is, okay, so people are watching the content, right? I'll get some interaction, but I feel like my audience is very similar to me in terms of like nobody in my personal life has come up to me about the podcast, right? Like
Right.
nobody has addressed anything. Like on in my circle, or whatever, it's like I'm not doing anything. So it's funny because online I'm seeing, I'm getting, people are watching it or whatever, people are looking at it, but there's very limited like interaction. There's no activity. Like I went over to your page, you having a party in the comments. Like you having a great time. Like you commenting, you're like a politician, right? You're very belly to belly, hand to hand,
Why you say belly to belly?
grassroots, very interactive.
I'm sorry. Belly to belly. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means, but continue, sir.
Means like face to face, belly to belly.
Oh, right. I got you. It's good.
So, but yeah, man, I just think it's funny because I feel like our audiences match our personality, right? Because I'm more of a, I move quietly. You, on the other hand, you tend to move loudly.
Oh, I don't know, sir. I don't know. Loudly, I don't like that. I don't. How do I move? What do you mean loudly? Why are you so
Okay.
quiet? Why you get to be the quiet D in this experience, and I'm the loud D in this experience? What's going on?
I'm a silent D.
You're the silent
So,
D. Huh?
I'm like Django. The D is silent.
The D is silent, huh? You sound like a hero over there, huh? Yeah, saving my lady, fighting against racism. That sound like you the hero in the D in the experience. Okay. I
Well,
mean, give me an example of that. Why are you the quiet one and I'm the loud one? What's up with that?
Well, the premise of it is that I typically know what you're up to before you call and tell me what you're up to, right? So there's usually like a social media trail. Let me know how awesome your day has been before we actually talk about it. Whereas me, on the other hand, when you contact me, you have no idea what I'm up to, right? I'm over here curing cancer, winning Nobel Peace Prizes, and all this other great stuff. And you on the other hand, I just feel like I'm I would just move quietly. But I heard you have a different opinion on
Yeah.
this.
Yes. I think you're kind of sneaky. That's what I think. I think you're moving very very quietly because you're very sneaky. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, audience. My man Darius is a smart individual, man. He's a wizard, man. He's so well with words, So when he's not talking and he's just very quiet, he's making all these moves. It's hard to trust him. What you really got going on, man? I want to know in the audience. What are y'all, man? Are y'all the quiet type or the loud type? Is there anything wrong with being either one? That's the real question. But I don't know, Darius. I think it's kind of sneaky what you be doing. Be moving real quiet. I called this man. His man, he was talking about trying to do a Bible study. That's what he was talking about doing. And he went to the 6 o'clock Bible study. I said, why don't you go to the 6 o'clock? I thought it started at 7. I got off work, went to Bible study, made some calls on my other business venture. And then I'm hanging out with the family right now. I said, wow, brother. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I ain't know nothing about this. You know what I'm saying? They're just very quiet, very quietly, So I guess I gotta let somebody know what I'm on. When I'm off, I gotta let people know I'm off today, So I guess it is a little different, but that's the real question.
Well, and I feel like with you, typically I knew you were off that day because I saw an Instagram story. I was like, I'm about to know his entire day.
I know what he's up to. He's posting. He must be off.
I can see his location. I know exactly where he is right now.
Dude, that is, I can't lie. That is me a little bit. I get excited, man. It's I'll be off. I'll be ready to let the world know I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? So that's funny though. That's funny. I wish.
But no, I think it's funny because I feel like our audiences mirror our personalities, right? It's not that you have like this this loud group, but your group they're quicker to tell you that you're doing a great job, right?
Mm,
They're quicker to compliment you. They're quicker to let you know, like, hey, keep doing what you're doing. I'm a fan, right?
yeah.
My people won't necessarily say that. So I have to like it'll come out like over time. Like, oh yeah, I did see this, or I did see that, blah blah blah. But so I guess what I'm trying to say is it's interesting to watch your side of things because like, oh man, that's interesting. What would that be like for me on my end or whatever? But at the same time, I kind of don't like that. I like that people don't really run up to me because I heard that you have made multiple podcast commitments and you've been getting ran up on.
Oh my goodness. So I guess this is an example of me being kind of loud. So when I want things in life, I tend to kind of talk about it. I tend to kind of keep it in the front of my head, the front of my brain right here. I'm like, yo, man. So the funny thing with the podcast story is that I've been wanting to do a podcast for a while. And I was kind of sharing my ideas out loud, which is nothing wrong with, but I was making some verbal commitments with other people about starting a podcast. You know what I'm saying? I thought about starting one with I thought about starting one with my barber, man. I'll just say it, man. But it wouldn't have worked out just because of the scheduling. You know what I'm saying? We was on two different schedules, but we have some ideas. But that was gonna
Yeah.
be more so relationship based podcast. But that's kind of tough because I ain't in too many relationships right now. I've been in quarantine. I've been taking myself out on dates. That's what I've been doing. You see, I got a haircut. I was like, I'm about to go treat myself. The only dates I really been on is taking care of myself. I bought a jacket. I was like, I deserve this. I'm off today. So it wouldn't. I don't think we probably would have had like 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying? I had 2. There ain't been too much going on. I'm in a relationship. With my bad, but technical difficulties. I'm in a relationship with my homework right now. In my job right now. We figuring this out. There we go. Perfect. And then so I also had another one with my other best friend, and but we didn't really have I guess an idea of what we wanted to talk about. We just like talking. So we was like, man, we just gonna record some stuff. But we end up recording something and we only got the audio. And we kind of just gave up after that. It's like, all right, well, you know what, man? We gave it a good try. But I still wanted to make a podcast. So I had to kind of like bring the idea to Darius, and Darius was like, yo, yeah. And now we're here on episode 4, man. So I'm thankful.
4.
I'm thankful, man, because me and my dog got great energy. And
Yeah, man. I think we do a great job. So a couple of different things. So the first thing I want to address, I don't know if you guys saw it, the camera may have cut it, but Deontay just hit his lamp and it was a bit of a technical difficulty. But
thought y'all didn't see that, folks. That's why we gotta go audio. You didn't see this on audio. All this visual struggle I got going on today.
All this visual buffoonery.
You know what it is?
But,
What it is? I didn't eat breakfast. I admit it. I ain't eat breakfast. I ain't got no nutrients in the body. And we can blame Darius for that. But that's why I'm out here knocking stuff down. I'm dizzy right now. That's what it is. I'm dizzy. I'm lightheaded. I'm thirsty.
You going through it, huh?
I'm going through it right now. But I'm doing it for episode 4. All right? You're messing up my morning routine. Anyway, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Well, what's funny is that Deontay has had some type of IT difficulties every episode, right? So, he records the podcast and then he sends them to me. So every episode, I'm getting like multiple phone calls like, okay, bro, how do I get this re-uploaded? We'll get it re-uploaded. He'll upload the wrong episode. Like I watch a rerun. He watching the new premiere. I'm like, hey, wait. It takes me 30 minutes to realize it's a rerun. I'm like, wait, I did this episode already. So that's one thing. Then we'll discuss and we'll have like a content strategy meeting. Like, okay, we're gonna do this these days of the week, blah blah blah. So the first week, I said, okay, we're gonna post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Deontay's like, all right, bet Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I reach out to Deontay. He ain't post nothing. He was like, I didn't really like that clip that you wanted to post. I want to post this clip. Cut this clip for me. You cut this clip, I'm going to post it. I cut the clip. Deontay still doesn't post it. My bad, dog. My bad. I told you I was going to post it, but I didn't, right? Then he goes to upload the clip, the first full episode. So we've been trying to, figure out the trial and error. He goes to upload the first episode. He goes, oh, I didn't upload the edited one. I uploaded the raw clip of us discussing what we're going to do with the podcast all in the video. So I said, okay, why don't you go ahead and take that down and re-upload the right clip because it's edited for a reason. He goes, all right, bro, I got you. I'm going to get it done. I talked to him today. He said, yeah, I'm going to upload episode 2, whatever. I said, okay, did you ever correct episode 1? He was like, nah, I didn't. I said, why don't you go, since you uploaded stuff anyway, why don't you just go ahead and delete the wrong episode and put it up. So and then I think like this week I saw like on Instagram, like you posted like a clip of the clip. Like it was like 40 seconds of the clip. I was like, what is this? This is not the strategy. What are you doing?
So, can I say something?
Go ahead.
I suck at IT stuff. I will admit to that. All right. But I'm getting better, okay? I'm getting better with figuring out renaming files and making sure I'm putting stuff in the drive. I'm getting better, okay? So give me some time, people. God dang. But as far as this week, man, I got midterms right now, so I did, and I'm working, so I didn't really go back and re-upload episode 1. Here's the thing, I'm like, we about to drop episode 2, okay? So they must have seen it, like, watch the progression, you know what I'm saying? But Darius does have a point, man. I have kind of been lacking a little bit, and we want to make sure that we're providing the best quality, so I'm making this commitment on episode 4. I'm gonna do better. So
there we go. So here's a quick story that I was thinking about when you were talking about how I come off as sneaky, right? So when I was in 3rd grade, we had just learned how to write cursive. So what I did was I had a notebook and I went through all my classmates and I said, hey, why don't show me how you write in cursive? Show me how you spell your name in cursive, right at the bottom of the page. So I had all my classmates spell their name in cursive, and I said, put a date next to it so I know what date you filled it out. And they were like, okay, cool. So I get all of my classmates to put signatures in these books. And then I went back and I rewrote like my demands at the top of the page. So I made it look like a contract, right? I'm like in 3rd grade doing this, right? So I would go and be like, oh, Deontay, remember on the 6th you told me you would give me all your graham crackers for lunch, right? So I did this with literally everybody in the class. And then I tried to get my teacher to sign it, and my teacher's like, I'm not signing that. You can say anything about me. You know what I mean? But it just goes to show that, like, I don't know, man. That was probably one of the it was funny.
Sneaky. You're very sneaky, bro. See, I didn't like students like you. You know what I'm saying? You really good at reading, really good at math. We only in 3rd grade. You really good at stuff. You get all this one-on-one tutoring outside of school. See, cats like you know what I'm saying? Gotta watch cats like you, man. getting all this extra tutoring. He making people sign contracts, man. This guy, God damn. See, that just proves them quiet ones. Listen to the audience, them quiet ones, man. Keep your eye on them, man. Keep your eye on them, man. Lucky though, we wasn't going to school when my mama was going to school, because I would have told her. I would have told the lunch lady, "Oh, you out here forging signatures, huh?" Forging signatures, huh? All right. Let me come talk to you now. Let me talk to you in a second.
I'm gonna be like, but remember, you said on the 6th you wouldn't whoop me anymore.
Okay.
You signed the contract.
I said that. I said that. I don't know. That's funny, though. Dang, bro. That is that's funny. That's very funny. Let's switch gears, man. Let's so one thing to the audience. So one thing, me and Darius do communicate a lot during the week, and I'm sure all y'all can relate. Y'all know when y'all phone, y'all signal just be dropping. You know what I'm saying? And you just be like, man, what is it, man? What's going on? You know. So that's been happening with me and Darius this week, man. So I was just like, you know what, man? I'm gonna take it upon myself, man. I'm gonna go to Sprint. Right? I'm gonna go to Sprint. I'm gonna see what's going on. You know, so I go in there and I was like, yo, man, is it just a dead area? And I was like, well, it could be. And I was like, because all my calls is dropping right now, and I don't like it, you know. So I was like, what other options do we have? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need something. Maybe I need a new phone. You know what I'm saying? So he started showing me the new phone. I was like, all right, I like these. You know what I'm saying? If I get this phone, can I get a new number? He was all like, yes, you can. Yes, you can get a new number. I was like, all right. He's like, matter of fact, I can get you R. Kelly's old number. I said, you gonna give me R. Kelly's old number? you can do that? He was like, yeah. And I almost committed to getting R. Kelly's old number, but I was like, I don't know, man. I don't really want those old phone calls. You know, I feel like R. Kelly probably have old phone people calling him, still trying to get a hold of him. Like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of something. Is this the Pied Piper? Is this the I'm gonna order pizza? You know, I don't know. You know, it's just so I don't know. So I kind of wanted to know, like, yo, what is one celebrity you want that you would take their old number, or what's one celebrity you wouldn't want their old number? I think R. Kelly's one for me. I don't think I want R. Kelly's old phone number. What's the phone number that?
It's a good question. I would like Idris Elba's old number.
Ooh.
I think he would have an interesting group of people calling him. I think that'll be fun. Somebody whose number I wouldn't want.
They're gonna expect that British accent too.
Yeah, my British accent is okay. I can be like, hello, you want a cup of tea?
Okay.
This is Idris Elba.
Do you want it now?
Would you like a cup of tea?
No.
Mate. No?
Yeah. I want to speak to Idris Elba. That's what I want to speak to.
This is Idris Elba.
Yeah. Okay.
He signed a contract.
Oh, that's what he did, huh? Now I have his phone number. That's what I'm taking all responsibility.
I don't know, man. I think a number I wouldn't want, like you said, I would probably steal your answer too and probably say R. Kelly, because he probably got some young people calling him.
Oh, damn. Facts.
Some daycares calling him and stuff. I don't want their problems.
Daycares calling. Like, yeah. You should owe some money. I don't know if you that's funny. Oh, that's funny.
What about you? What number would you want?
Okay. Let me get man, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. Man, let me get Will Smith's old number. Let me get Will Smith's old number. But I'm on the fence though, because you know what I'm saying, that whole like entanglement stuff. I don't know if I want any jokes being sent my way. But I don't know. I think Will Smith, because he's so popular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that'd be dope. That'd be real dope, man. I don't know. I think that's just an interesting question though. Like, what celebrity you'll take their old number, their own phone number?
See, but is there another person who you wouldn't? Because I think we both agreed on R. Kelly. But can you think of somebody?
Right?
I can't think of somebody else who I'm
I know
like.
on the spot. I'm like, who is somebody? Let me think. Okay, let me think. Okay, let me come back to that idea. Let me come back. I feel like I need a second.
Yeah, me too.
We're gonna finish. We're gonna finish the
Oh.
podcast on talking about that. What's one
right.
person we don't want their phone number? But yeah. So Mr. Smith, man. Man, I think we what else do we have to cover? Do we have anything else that we wanna? Episode 4, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 4.
Like on episode 5, we're gonna make sure you eat breakfast.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, dog. Mouth
You
dry
good.
stuff, bro. My mouth is dry. I'm trying to think. I haven't ate. Like I said, I'm like, all right. Because I feel like I had a lot of jokes. I'm like, yeah, I feel like Dave Chappelle, when he talks about going to Detroit, he's all like, I'm going to bomb. And have you heard him talk like that? He talk about bombing. So I feel like, I'm like, yeah. Well, what is, and I one thing I like to ask, man, is like, what is one thing that that you're really thankful for? Like, how, I know we kind of briefly talked about the week, but let's kind of come to a conclusion, man. What's one thing that you're kind of thankful for? And you give one, I give one, man.
Yeah. I've been thankful for how gracious people have been with their time. I'm finding a lot of people are taking time out of their day to speak to me. You asked me a question at the beginning of the podcast. I never got a chance to answer, but you were asking me like kind of what my shirt says. And it says, I see opportunity, I take risk, I hustle, I create, learn, I grow, I am an entrepreneur. So I definitely have a lot of entrepreneurial endeavors that I like to pursue and just the entrepreneurial spirit. So one thing that I've been really trying to do is seek guidance and assistance from those doing what it is that I want to do. And sometimes that can be a little intimidating when you're reaching out to these people. But one thing that I have experienced this week is just people being gracious with their time and people admiring the hustle, if you will, and being able to impart knowledge and wisdom upon you. I'm really grateful for that because these people don't be knowing me. You know, I just be cold calling them out the blue, and they definitely take the time to pour into me, which I'm super grateful for. So I'm excited for that. What about you?
That's awesome, bro. Man, I think when the month of October, I kind of made this kind of commitment to kind of be more goal oriented. So I felt like the month of September was like a lot. Like I felt really exhausted, and I felt kind of behind on certain things. I felt like I was still shaking off the little bit of summer that was left in September. I still had that summer energy. So I think since this month, man, I've been kind of making sure that I stick to, say what I mean what I say, and kind of just stick to my education goals, getting stuff done on that end. Also, like, we're getting close to that B-Day too. We're getting close to that birthday too. So I've been kind of, thinking about that, and as far as like, just being more very, very thankful for what I've already accomplished, and just also recognizing the journey. Because I feel like as I get close to like my education goals and get close to like other things that I want to do, like I'm seeing the end goals are way more closer today than they were in the past. And I'm like, okay, but now I'm kind of like, I'm starting to really appreciate everything I've been through, because it's starting to kind of make sense. Like, okay, man, I went through this 2 years ago, or I went through this 2 months ago, but I've been consistent with my goals. I'm starting to see just the end goals. So I've been just, I don't know, in very appreciative of the journey. Just trying to just stay committed, man. I kind of see the end goal. So looking forward to the new age also next month. Just in a different mindset, man. Just trying to stay committed to my goals this month. And I've been executing. I think I'm really thankful for that. The education goals, because I got like midterms this week. So I've been really not trying to get too distracted, not, fill my head with $5 thoughts, man, and just figure out what I really want out of this month and out of, the end of this year and things like that. So that's been really good. And also, man, I've been, I know we talked about the conversation I had with my mom, which was so funny, but, those conversations I'm really thankful for. Really thankful that I get to kind of, we find time to make that conversation, to make those conversations happen. And just being real appreciative of like life right now, man. So I'm really thankful for that, man. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, like you said, we can definitely wrap this up. I don't have another person's number who I
Dang
want.
it.
I've been thinking about it while you were talking.
I know, bro.
But
Episode
what
5?
we started off. I did got it. MC Hammer, I don't know. But no, I think, man, this is a great episode. And do you have any final thoughts for the audience? Anything that you kind of want them to do?
Well, final thoughts. So, very small, but I kind of mentioned it on episode 2, but I started my commitment with recycling. So, I've been the one in my apartment taking out the trash. I'm doing that. I'm running to the trash can. I got the trash player. You good. So I'm like making sure like I go and I'm able to kind of separate the things. And I'm just following the instructions that's on those like on those bins. I'm like, okay, this goes in here. You know what I'm saying? And just I don't know, having fun with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I started kind of recycling a little bit more this week. My takeaway for the audience is, man, find a way to recycle a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's rewarding. That's it.
Okay, I like it. I think for me, my takeaway for the audience is I've never been a fan of like social media for like my own personal reasons, right? But with this coronavirus stuff and with this desire to still want to do comedy, there is a place that where it can be a tool, and if you use it right and properly, it can be a tool that you can leverage and stuff like that. So I would want to challenge the audience to see what opportunities are available for them online, and you don't have to be like real flashy in your face. I literally use social media to post this podcast, and that's it. I might connect with people in DMs, but you're not gonna see a lot about my personal life, and that's just me. You know what I mean? Like I want to use it as a platform to promote the art and promote whatever creative endeavor I'm doing. But there's a lot of opportunities out there. So I just want to challenge the audience to stay in tune to what's out there and try to make connections with different people. So that's what I got for you guys.
No, bro.
But we want to thank you all. We want to thank you all for tuning with us with episode 4. Every episode we getting better. We enjoy. We have a great time together. So we'll see y'all at episode 5.
Hasta luego.